Alrighty, what's going on, guys? What is good? Alright, let's upload this. Alright, I just got home. Alright, just got home. Alright, can you guys hear me? I hope you can. Okay. Are we live on YouTube? Are we live on every single platform on here? Let's see. Let's see if we are live. I think we are. Yup, we're live. Great. Alright. I just got home, guys. Alright, so I apologize. What's up, Gabe? Thanks for coming on here, dude. Yes, I just got home. I was filming an event up near Rider University, so I had to get that done. And I know I was going to be a little bit late, but I apologize for the inconvenience. First pitch in this at-bat is taken for a strike. So we're here in the bottom of the third inning. It's 3-0 Arizona. I'll get to the play-by-play of what happened in just a little bit, but on the mound is Tommy Henry. No balls, one strike. The pitch, swing and a miss to Dalton Guthrie. So 9-1-2 are due up for the Phillies in this bottom of the third inning as they trail 3-0 thanks to a solo home run by Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and a fielder's and then a two-run double by Geraldo Perdomo. Sorry about that. I didn't write that down. Two-run. The 0-2. Lay it off. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dalton Guthrie. Guthrie getting his first at-bat. He made a really good catch out in center field and was able to get the runner out at the plate on what was an 8-1 double play. The pitch is fouled back. An 8-2 double play. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. Henry gets the signs from Moreno. The pitch way up high for ball 2. All right, well, hopefully we, where are we? Bro, that guy looks annoyed. All right, good. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. A little slapper out towards center field, and that's going to drop in for a bloop single. Guthrie's going to go to second base. Well, he's going to stay put over at first. Thought about going over to second base, and well, Dominic Fletcher was trying to make a heads-up play, and he did. That ball just jammed Dalton Guthrie inside, and he ended up just putting the barrel out in front of it, and there you go. That's how you lead off an inning. The Phillies have their second hit of the day. So Guthrie's aboard over at first. Here's Trea Turner, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. First pitch, swing and a miss. He was late on the fastball at 92 miles per hour. So Turner struck out. Castellanos flew out to center field. Harper got on with an infield double. And JT got it into a fielder's choice to end the first. The 0-1. There's a fly ball out towards left field. It's not too deep. Coming in to make the catch on the run is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He'll throw it to the cutoff man, and Trea Turner is now 0 for 2. Something is just a little bit off with Trea. I just don't know what it is, but he is not in his groove. Castellanos is up. As I mentioned before, he flew out in his first at-bat. So 1 on in the bottom of the third. Castellanos up at the plate. Henry in the stretch. Winds up, and the pitch. There's a high fly ball. Drilled deep to center field. Going back to the warning track and making the catch, getting underneath it, will be Dominic Fletcher. And Dalton Guthrie goes back over to first. 2 outs. Castellanos just got underneath it. It had a chance, but it just died out in center field. So a single by Guthrie, fly out to left field by Trea Turner, and a fly out to center from Nick Castellanos. Bryce Harper due up at the plate. He's wearing his white and blue batting gloves. First pitch, a little ground ball over to second base, gobbled up, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 3 by Ketel Marte. No runs, 1 man left, and we go to the top of the 4th as the Diamondbacks lead 3-0. Alrighty. So again, I apologize for being a little bit late. I had to film a game, and I knew I was going to be a little bit late. So, but we're here, and we're making the most out of it, you know. So that's nice. I hope you're all having yourselves an awesome Monday night. Yeah, this weekend was fun. Now we got to take care of business. We have to win this game. This is a big series between the Phillies and Arizona. So if we could take the series, that'd be great. But Arizona is not a team to necessarily sleep on. This team is 27-20 coming into today. Meanwhile, the Phillies are 22-24. So that's how it is. We got 8 people on here. Hello. Hi, guys. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon as well, so that way you know when I upload. I do, we'll get to that, I guess, a little later. Phillies down 3-0 thanks to a solo home run by Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And then a 2-run double by Geraldo Perdomo. So coming up for the Diamondbacks, they will have Dominic Fletcher, Gabriel Moreno, and Geraldo Perdomo. So that is 7, 8, and 9 that are due up. Fletcher singled his first time up. That was back in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Ugh. Ugh, what a day. Pretty cool day, though. You know, I was thinking, my dad and I, a couple of years ago at this time, we went to Cooperstown. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Cooperstown. That's where, for those of you that don't know, that's where the Baseball Hall of Fame is. So the best baseball players go and all that sort of stuff. All right, no balls, 1 strike. The pitch, it's down low to David Fletcher. And it's a 1-1 count. We were on the bump. What's up, JJ and Phillies fans? How's the game looking so far? Not so good. Phillies down 3-0. The 1-1. It's taken way up high for ball 2. So we were on the bump. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Diamondbacks lead 3-0 thanks to a solo homer by Lourdes Gurriel Jr. and a 2-run double by Geraldo Perdomo. The 2-1 that's slapped back and fouled. So yeah, if you guys haven't been to Cooperstown and you're a big baseball fan like me, you got to go. It is a beautiful, beautiful town, and the Hall of Fame itself is absolutely gorgeous. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. Ouch, 3-0 Arizona. All right, we got to get the bat swinging. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We totally do. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch popped up, foul, out of play. Lane, how you doing tonight? I appreciate you for coming on here. I just realized we got a couple more subscribers. For those of you that just subscribed to my channel, it probably was just that way when we came on. So, if you just subscribed, well, make sure that you comment who you are down below. And I'll give you a shout out. The 2-2. Fouled back once again. So Wheeler already has thrown 67 pitches, and we're not even through the 4th inning yet. He was able to get only to 4 batters in the first, and then in the 2nd inning, it was a 7-man inning. 7 men came up to the plate. 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. Then in the third, all he gave up was the infield single to Lord Scurriel Jr. And that was it. I'm good, my guy. I just finished some studying and figured out I'd tap into the stream. Thanks, as always. Dude, of course. No problem. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch popped up. Foul behind the plate. So Fletcher has fouled off 4 pitches in this at-bat. 9 pitches total have been recorded. Fletcher has been a really good hitter for the Diamondbacks as of lately. Payoff pitch. Swinging a little dribbler over to first base. Bohm fields it and tags the bag for out number 1. Was it down the first base line and was able to field it cleanly. And there's 1 gone. So a 10-pitch at-bat and already 70 pitches thrown by Zack Wheeler. I think that basically you were hoping for a deep outing by Zack Wheeler. Coming into today, the Phillies, actually their money line was at minus 240. I don't know what they're at now, but I'm sure that the lines have obviously changed as the first pitch to Moreno is taken for a strike. Gabriel Moreno has been another really good hitter for this Diamondbacks team as he's hitting .308 on the season with 1 homer and 17 RBI. Pitch right at the knees for a called strike. Moreno has 37 hits and 119 at-bats. The 1-1. Just a little bit up high for ball 2. So the home plate umpire, forgot to talk about the crew chief, but got Adrian Johnson behind the plate, Manny Gonzalez over at first, Quinn Wolcott at second, and Junior Valentine, I should say, sorry about that, over at third. Next pitch, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the 4th, nobody on. Diamondbacks lead 3-0 against the Phillies. And the pitch, it's slapped out to center field, and Bryson Stott on the run. They'll make the catch on the outfield grass for out number 2. I thought maybe it was going to drop in, and I think it hung up a little bit longer than I anticipated. And Geraldo Perdomo is due up. He's hitting 9th today, not wearing any batting gloves. He has a bright yellow elbow guard with a little bit of orange on there as well. First pitch is taken for a strike. He's batting on the left side. No batting gloves, as I mentioned. The 0-1, it's skied out towards the third base side in foul territory. Harrison on the run, and he will make the over-the-shoulder catch for out number 3. That was not an easy play. 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. JT will lead things off when we return as the Phillies trail 3-0. It was a pretty good catch. Fouled out to third base. All right, I have a little pitch. Alrighty, guys. Hello. If you got in case, oh my gosh, in case you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon as well. Thank you all so much for coming on here. I know that we were a little bit late. I was filming a game, and it was about an hour away, so I knew I was going to miss a little bit of this game, but I wanted to obviously come on here, and even though I know I was going to be a little bit late, so I do apologize about that. I did keep you guys updated, though. I was actually supposed to be on at 8 o'clock, but I got back a little bit earlier than I thought, so that was really nice. So yeah, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We were talking about Cooperstown. And I know that I'm a little bit all over the place, but Cooperstown is so nice. It is absolutely gorgeous over there. The Hall of Fame itself, like the whole exhibit, is awesome. I would totally do it again. My favorite part was, obviously I really like the plaques, but I loved some of the, I love just like looking at all the baseballs, like all the signed baseballs and everything. That is definitely a treasure for sure. And maybe I'm being a little bit biased here, but I think that Cooperstown is the best Hall of Fame. I really do. First pitch to JT. It's taken outside for a ball. No disrespect to, any of the other Hall of Fames, but I just think that with the records and with the numbers, like, everybody remembers lots of baseball numbers, and there's so much more memorabilia with baseball. So, 1-1 strike to JT Realmuto. As we are here in the bottom of the fourth inning, Phillies are down 3-0. On the bump is Tommy Henry for the Diamondbacks, as the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. There's two people having a little yingling. Lager up. 1-2 strikes to Realmuto. Schwarber waits on deck for the Phillies. Henry in the stretch. The pitch, swing and a miss. It was a 92-mile-per-hour four-seam fastball that was outside, and JT went chasing after it. And there's one gone. Henry only has 55 pitches so far. 37 of them have been for strikes, and to be honest with you, the Phillies, they've been chasing some pitches, and they've been very aggressive. Here's Kyle Schwarber. And Schwarber rips that one high and deep to right field. It's a line drive, and it is out of here. Right over the scoreboard. A solo home run by Kyle Schwarber, and the Phillies are on the board. It was a laser that was hit out to right field, and it was sort of like not even a full swing by Kyle Schwarber. Just goes to show how much power he has in that bat. Maybe that'll get the crowd going. So Schwarber's taking some batting practice today. Well, the camera crew did. I didn't see it. But Phillies down 3-1 on a solo home run by Kyle Schwarber. And here's Alec Boehm in the bottom of the fourth. One out, nobody on. First pitch by Henry, way inside for a ball. So Boehm is hitting .262 on the season. He started off the season really hot and then just got really cold. He lined out his first time up, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. A changeup at 84 miles per hour. Bowman's 32 RBI on the season and 5 home runs. Still isn't in the top 10 in RBI. 1-1. Ground ball back up the middle. Gobbled up by Marte. The Marte's throw over to first was a little bit high, but it's just in time. Man, Marte had to barehand that thing as it was a slow roller back up the middle, and Marte threw it sidearm-wise and was able to make a really good play out of it. As he robs Alec Boehm on a base hit. 2 outs. Nobody on. Here comes Bryson Stott, who's hitting 7th today. And Stott will take the first pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. Stott hitting .286 on the season, 4 homers and 18 RBI. He also started the season off very hot with a 17-game hitting streak, and he'll line that one out to right field. That has a chance of going, and it does. Oh, man. Bryson Stott with a solo home run. A little how do you do by Bryson Stott And the bell is ringing once again. 2 solo home runs in this inning alone, and the Phillies now trail 3-2. It was a pretty similar pitch that Schwarber hit a home run off of, a hanging breaking ball, and Stott did not miss a beat on that pitch. He's able to get one himself. He had the 2-run homer in yesterday afternoon's game in the 7th inning. It was a pinch hit home run, and here's Josh Harrison, who comes up, and he'll line that one out to center field, but on the run, making the catch, is Dominic Fletcher for out number 3. The Phillies do get 2 back, though, on a solo home run by Kyle Schwarber and another solo home run by Bryson Stott. And they'll be right back in just a few moments as they trail 3-2, and we go to the top of the 5th inning. All right, so solo home run and a fly out to center. What is up? The Mets strike again. What is up, man? Thanks for coming on here. I really appreciate it. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We do pretty much almost every single Phillies game. We also do, we just wrapped up the Sixers season. We do Flyers hockey, and we also do Patriots football as well. So this is what they needed. They missed me. They missed me. If only I could have gotten on a little bit earlier. This is why that they're hitting right now. They're like, Jason, thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you for finally showing up, Jason. You're nervous for that Mets Phillies series. Why is that? I feel like that the Mets have a better team already than the Phillies do. You guys owned us last year. You know? We had a hard time beating you guys. So yeah, for those of you that don't know me, I'm a broadcaster from South Jersey. I started this YouTube channel about 5 months ago, and we've been growing pretty strongly, and have been gaining a lot of momentum. So that's been really awesome, and I've been really proud of the work that we've been putting in. We don't just do play-by-play; we also do podcasts on here as well. We have our Philly series recap podcast that we do. We also have been doing a lot of Sixers stuff as of lately. We actually have a Flyers cast that's going to be coming up this week. I finally am going to have the chance to talk about Keith Jones because I've been wanting to give my thoughts about it. And I still haven't done my NFL draft podcast yet. So I got to do that too this week. 2 balls, no strikes to Pavin Smith as we are here in the top of the 5th inning. Wheeler back on the bump and the pitch. Fouled back. That will change. Y'all are going to own us this season because of our pitching. I mean, I obviously I hope that you're right. I feel like I know that the Mets haven't been consistent this year, but I don't know. I just with how this Phillies team has been doing, they've been so inconsistent. I trust the Mets more than I trust the Phillies right now. 3 balls, 1 strike to Pavin Smith. But in the 3-1, Smith will hit that one high and deep to right field, and that's going all the way into the second deck in right field for a solo home run. That's the second home run allowed today by Zack Wheeler. 400 feet, and it's now 4-2, Diamondbacks. A fastball that was actually high, and Smith got a lot of power on that one. Here's Ketel Marte. The first pitch is sliced out to left field, and Schwarber's going to let it drop in for a base hit. Fields it on the hop, throws it over to the cutoff man, and Ketel Marte gets on with an opposite field single. So back-to-back hits issued by Zack Wheeler as we start off the 5th inning. solo home run and a opposite field single. And here is Corbin Carroll, who has had himself quite a season for the Diamondbacks. On deck is Christian Walker. Wheeler with the first pitch. And, it was inside and low, but looked like it was on the inside corner. What I don't understand about the Phillies is that they go 500, then lose 5. No, like, you're absolutely right. It's hard for us to understand. Totally. The 1-0. Ground ball over to second base. Bryson Stott fields it, throws over to shortstop. There's one, and the throw back to first is definitely not in time. And that'll go down as a 4-6 fielder's choice by Corbin Carroll. But you got to watch out for him as there's one out because he can steal. Phillies down 4-2 in the top of the 5th inning. They were actually down 3-0 entering into the bottom of the 4th. And then Kyle Schwarber and Bryson Stott each hit solo home runs. And they cut it to a 3-2 deficit, but Pavin Smith was able to get a solo home run himself for the Diamondbacks and extended it back to a 4-2 lead. Here's Christian Walker, one out in the top of the 5th. Carroll over at first. Wheeler trying to get out of this inning. Throw back over to first is not in time, and that's the first time in this at-bat. Disengagement has been intact. I have a feeling that the Phillies could repeat what they did last year. If they got hot at the right time, anybody could do it. But this team can beat anybody when they put it all together. So can the Mets, though. First pitch. Ooh, man, he did not get the call. I don't know how that wasn't called a strike, but it wasn't. It was a curveball that was really way above the strike zone at the knees, but it's a 1-0 count. Wheeler with the signs and the pitch. Fouled back. Christian Walker's mom actually, so I was listening to the radio broadcast, and so I was listening to the broadcast on the radio with Scott Fransky and Larry Anderson, and actually, Christian Walker's mom made them meatballs. So, which was actually really nice. Throw back over to first to try to get the runner is not in time, and Corbin Carroll gets just in there safely. So 1 ball, 1 strike in the top of the 5th inning. The Diamondbacks lead 4-2 against the Phillies. Phillies were down 3-2. And then Pavin Smith hit a home run. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. As there was a curveball at the knees. Not trying to be rude, but I think that Trea Turner is not worth what the Phillies paid him. I mean, he's not playing like it right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. It's outside for ball 2. I mean, this dude, you saw like what he did in the World Baseball Classic. You saw what he was able to do with the Dodgers. So he's like one of the best shortstops in baseball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wheeler with the pitch, swing and a miss. Christian Walker strikes out. That's the first time that he has struck out today. Surprisingly, that's only the 3rd strikeout thrown by Zack Wheeler. HD, what's up? Thanks for coming on here, dude. I appreciate it. Feels like he's more of a $259 to $290 million player. Yeah, but you also have to understand that money's gonna be different, like in years to come. So like, if it's 10 years, like, however much he's making, like in his 9th year, won't be the same. because money's going to change. No balls, 1 strike. You don't know where the market's going to be in like 10 years for baseball. So it might actually be a good deal. It might be a bad one, though. But 2 outs. Runner over at first. Throw back over to first base is not in time to get Corbin Carroll. All right, so that is the second time and the only 2 times that you're allowed to do that. 91 pitches by Wheeler, and we're not even through the 5th just yet. 2 outs, a runner on over at first. That's Corbin Carroll, who got on with a fielder's choice. The 0-1 to Lord Gurriel Jr. It's taken at the knees for a called strike. It was a check swing, and Gurriel Jr. had a check swing anyways, or had to take it anyways. So Gurriel Jr. homered and got on with an infield single. He homered back in the 2nd inning. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 second left on the pitch clock. The pitch way up high and outside, and it's taken all the way for a ball. Watching from Houston. What's up, Shady? Thanks for coming on here as always. I appreciate it. 93 pitches by Zack Wheeler. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Wheeler in the stretch, and here's the pitch. Line drive out to center field. It drops in for a base hit. Dalton Guthrie is just going to let that one fall in, and there is another single given up to Lord Gurriel Jr., who just continues to hit really well off of Zack Wheeler. So that'll put runners at first and second base as Carroll stops at second. And Gurriel Jr. gets on at first. Fastball right down the middle. Gurriel Jr. just makes contact with it, puts the ball in play, and good things come when that happens. Here's Josh Rojas, who singled and grounded into a fielder's choice. He'll slap the first pitch down the third base line, and it's foul, and it'll find the seats. So most likely, I guess, this will be Wheeler's last inning. He's already thrown 95 pitches. Josh Rojas hitting .259 on the season. He hasn't homered yet. He has 21 RBI, though. The pitch. Ground ball over to shortstop as it was hit off the mound first, and Trea Turner tags the bag to get Gurriel Jr. for out number 3. No runs. 2 men left, and we go to the bottom of the 5th as the Phillies trail 4-2, and the Diamondbacks extended their lead on a home run by Pavin Smith. Alrighty. If you guys are new to my channel, do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well. My name is Jason Joseph. I'm from South Jersey. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Yeah, it's been quite an interesting ride. We started this channel back in December. We were doing the end of Patriots football, and then we started in the middle of Sixers basketball. I didn't want to do Flyers because it would have been a lot for me in the very beginning, and I wasn't ready to, just do it like almost every day. So I took the Sixers because the Sixers were also in a better spot. So we started off doing Sixers and the end of the Patriots season, and then when the NFL playoffs happened, we did almost every single playoff game except for the Super Bowl. And then we finished out the Sixers season, started off with the Phillies season, and we had a little bit of some game conflicts, but we got through it. Sixers lost in the second round, and now we're just focusing on baseball. So if you enjoy my content, and if you're interested in getting to know me a little bit more, I encourage you all to join this family, man. We try to come on here almost every day. And for baseball, it's really cool because we can also tell stories, and I want to get, you guys involved with the cast too. I'm basically taking like an old classic, like play-by-play style, but I'm incorporating it with you guys too. So I want to make sure that I'm, giving the play-by-play and all that sort of stuff, but I want to use you guys and like your comments and what you guys have to say as as color. You know, I think that that's part of storytelling, and I feel like that is a really cool thing about YouTube. So busy week this week, JJ. Thanks for broadcasting. Of course, HD. I appreciate you for always coming on here and supporting the channel. Shout out to HD, man. He's been really loyal from day one. All right. 9-1-2 due up for the Phillies in this bottom of the fifth inning. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Dalton Guthrie. Henry throws the pitch, and it's outside for ball 2. So Tommy Henry, who's on the bump for the Arizona Diamondbacks, he's been struggling over his last couple of outings, but he's been doing a pretty good job overall today, except for the bottom of the fourth. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Excuse me. That's the other thing I had to get used to, burping on the air. I still have to kind of get used to that. I don't like it. Henry coming into today, he's pitched in 27 innings. He's allowed 15 earned runs and only has 13 strikeouts. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dalton Guthrie. Guthrie got on with the single back in the bottom of the third. The pitch. Just a little bit below the knees. Good eye by Dalton Guthrie. I actually just found out the other day that Dalton Guthrie, his father's Mark Guthrie, who was a former Major League player. Dalton's Jewish. I didn't know that. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch popped up towards the infield. On the first base side in foul territory, and Walker gets underneath it and will make the catch for the first out. So that is the second foul out today. Actually, it's really the third. Dick Allen bobblehead night. That is on June 9th. Huh. That's cool. Here's Trea Turner. He's 0 for 2 today. And he swings and misses at the first pitch. Man, he's been like chasing after almost every single pitch. That was a changeup that was nowhere near the strike zone. No balls, 1 strike. The windup. Another swing and a miss on a changeup that was low and in the dirt. You wonder when he's going to stop chasing pitches, because it certainly does not help your offense. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. That time it's laid off. Changeup that was at 85 miles per hour and in the dirt. Home plate umpire Adrian Johnson just getting some more baseballs into his pocket. Phillies down 4-2 in the bottom of the fifth inning against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Henry in the stretch. The pitch is way up high. And it's weird, too, because if Trea is, like, being aggressive after these pitches and Henry's throwing balls, you're basically giving the pitcher an advantage. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Henry with the pitch. Ground ball over to shortstop, fielded on a couple of hops, and the throw over to first is in plenty of time by Geraldo Perdomo. 2 gone in the bottom of the fifth. And that'll bring up Nick Castellanos. I think coming into today, I've noticed that some people thought that the lineup was a little bit controversial. As Castellanos still batting second, I like Castellanos batting second personally. I think that he's deserved it. First pitch, swing and a miss. But some people, they've said that they had some problems with the bottom of the lineup, with Bryson Stott batting 7th and Trea Turner leading off. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch up high for ball 1. 76 degrees in Philadelphia. That is the temperature on this clear night. Game started at 6:43 p.m. Pitch. Fouled back towards the screen behind the plate. Nick today has flew out to center field twice. Still hitting over 300, though. Tommy Henry gets the signs from Marino. Lines up. The 1-2. Down low. That changeup really doesn't really seem to be too much effective tonight by Tommy Henry. He's been not locating it in the best spots. But the fastball's looked good. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. There's a fastball at 92 miles per hour, and Castellanos goes down swinging. 1-2-3 go the Phils. We go to the top of the 6th inning as the Phillies are down 4-2. Alrighty. What does $5 say? And please, JJ, don't mention the number 76 when you're doing your weather reports. It's still too soon. Is it really? It said that it was supposed to be 76. Is it actually? Is it actually? Let's see. It says it's 75. Oh, it's 67 in Voorhees. Philadelphia weather. Oh, it's 71. Huh. Interesting. All right. No, I understand like what you're saying. I totally understand like what you're saying. I get it. But you just reminded me that I shouldn't always rely on the ESPN app when it comes to the weather. And I should actually look at the actual weather on Google. But no, yes, I understand what you're saying. You just popped that idea into my head, though, which is what I should do. I know, the basketball team. I'm actually, I haven't really been watching too much of the Celtics Heat series, but from what I have seen, it actually kind of concerns me a little bit more because as much as Joel and James were at fault and the coaching staff was too, I'm also looking at the roster construction and I'm seeing guys like Gabe Vincent hit their shots and Duncan Robinson's hitting their shots, and these role players are really stepping up, and the Sixers I'm sure would take any of those role players, you know? It's crazy. So I don't really feel a lot better from last week compared to this week. I kind of feel a little bit worse personally. All right. Well, that's why we got the Phillies. This is how we cope with anxiety as well and stress. Can you imagine? All right. Pitch to Fletcher, Dom Fletcher. He grounds that one over to first base. It's going to be a tough play for Bohm. Bohm will field it and throw it over to Zack Wheeler, and Wheeler wins the race to the bag, and he gets there in time for out number 1. It was a not so easy play. That's going to go down as a 3-1 putout over at first base. And Fletcher is now 1 for 3. Score some runs. What's up, Larry? Thanks for coming on here, as always. Top of the 6th. 1 out. Diamondbacks lead 4-2. Pitch by Wheeler as he goes out there for his 6th inning of work. It's taken for a strike. So there's 1 out on a 3-1 ground out by Dominic Fletcher. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. So only 3 strikeouts today by Zack Wheeler in just 5 1/3 of an inning of work. Gabriel Marino is up at the plate. Wheeler just hit the century mark. Gets the signs from JT. Likes what he sees. Kicks, deals, and the pitch is fouled back. Marino has 4 hits in his last 16 at-bats coming into today. The 0-2. Down low. Andrew Vasquez is warming up in the bullpen for the Phillies in case Wheeler gets into a little bit of trouble. 1-2 strikes. Pitch. Flight out to center field. Guthrie has to go back as he goes right over to the warning track and utilizes his speed to make the catch over the shoulder for the second out of the inning. 1 unearned run. Who made the error? Bryson Stott. It was a fielder's choice. So there's 2 gone in the top of the 6th inning. So the Phillies, they trail 4-2 thanks to a solo home run by Lourdes Gurriel, a 2-run double by Geraldo Perdomo, and they're able to get 2 runs back as Perdomo was up at the plate and he'll lay off the first pitch for a ball. So they got 2 runs back in the bottom of the 4th thanks to 2 solo home runs, one by Kyle Schwarber and the other one by Bryson Stott. 1 no strikes, and here's the next pitch, and it's taken at the knees for a called strike. So then, in the top of the 5th inning, Pavin Smith hit a solo home run to give the Diamondbacks a 4-2 lead. So they got a little bit of insurance there. 1-1, inside for ball 2. Perdomo also fouled out to third base back in the 4th. We were in the stretch. The pitch on the inside corner for a called strike. 96 miles per hour on the gun by Zack Wheeler. 107 pitches. Perdomo takes a quick step out of the batter's box. Perdomo this season has 32 hits and 101 at-bats, along with 4 homers and 21 RBI. The pitch, swing and a miss on a slider that was inside and low, and Perdomo went chasing after it. And there is a strikeout by Zack Wheeler as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Phillies trail 4-2. All right, so I am already forgetting what Marino just did for some reason. Why am I already forgetting? Marino flew out to center. I know it. Okay. If you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell icon as well so that way you know when I upload. Love you all so much for being on here. Yeah, I was right. Okay, I gotta trust. Sometimes I gotta trust my instincts sometimes. I do. All right, we got 12 people on here. Nice. Hopefully we get to 500 soon. That'd be really sick. I think that we're going to get there. If we just continue to put out content and we just continue to do this as a routine, it's like working out. The more reps you get, the better. I always tell this story to people, but for those of you that are new to my channel, I'm sure that this story wouldn't get old for you guys, but I had a chance to meet Scott Fransky at a networking event at Rowan. At this networking event, I've also had the privilege of meeting some other really awesome people, not just people that are on the air, but people that work behind the scenes, Laura Price, who was the VP of the Philadelphia 76ers. Dominic Henry back out there on the bump, facing Bryce Harper. The first pitch is way up high for a ball. And some awesome, really, really cool guests. People that are into, sports psychology. People that are on the air. The 1-0. Down low for ball 2. But one of the on-air people that I did meet was Scott Fransky. And I actually met him right after the Phillies World Series run last year. In November. Cool guy. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. It was a changeup at 83 miles per hour. So I was working at NFL Films. I interned there for the entire football season in the studio. I was working on shows like Good Morning Football and the NFL matchup, which is on ESPN with Sal Palantonio. The 2-1. It's outside for ball 3. And, so I went to this networking event, and I got to talk to Scott. And the 3-1. It's taken down low for ball 4 to Bryce Harper, and Harper gets on with a walk. A leadoff walk to start off the bottom of the 6th inning as Austin Adams is now warming up in the bullpen. So when I stayed after to talk to Scott, I introduced myself to him, and I told him who I was. Told him I'm a broadcaster who's, called some minor league games and some NBA G League games. As JT comes up to the plate, and the first pitch is taken on the inside corner for a called strike. A changeup at 84 miles per hour. Darth, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on here, as always. What's up? All right, the 0-1 pitch. Taking a little bit up high for ball 1. So basically, after this event was done, I talked to him, and he said, well, with all due respect, Jason, you're not getting reps. You're not getting reps. So if you are doing like 1 to 2 games a week, you're not doing it like every day. And there's a difference. And, you really got to work on your craft if you want to do this. If this is what you want to pursue, you really have to do it every day. 1-1. Swinging a ground ball over to third base. The throw over to second. There's 1. The throw back to first is not in time, and JT just gets in there safely. So that'll go down as a 5-4 fielder's choice. Diamondbacks are thinking about challenging this. I think that JT just got in there safely, and they're not going to. So it's ruled as a 5-4 fielder's choice. JT has gone hitless over his last 4 games. So, so within that time frame, that I met him in November, and we started this channel in December, and I think we can officially say that we've done, at least casting wise, we've called 101 games. This is our 102nd game that we've called. So, and that's just within the span of 5 months. I was never, ever doing this when I was at Rowan. Kyle Schwarber up at the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch. It's laid off and taken down low for a ball. So, and I actually listened back to a couple of my tapes and stuff like that, and I was like, I really sounded like that. You know what I'm saying? There's actually a clip, my first video that I submitted on here was my radio calls that I did for Rowan Baseball and for the Wilmington Blue Rocks, and I had one for the Delaware Bluecoats as well. And if you go back and if you listen to those, I sound different, which is crazy. But that's what happens when you get the reps. HD, thanks, man. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kyle Schwarber. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. But yeah, I always take words of wisdom from people. The 1-2. It's taken outside for a ball. And I'm trying to there was one other thing I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. I also met Mark Zumoff, too. Zumoff is a great, great guy. Throw back over to First is Not in Time. He actually has a new podcast out called A Fresh 24. And he is, trying to get into the podcasting business, and he's doing a really good job with his stuff. He was the former Sixers announcer for TV. 2-2 pitch to Schwarber. It's fouled back. But yeah, very nice guy. Also said that you got to get reps, and his story I think is really cool. I relate to him because I'm also Jewish. you know. And I think that's awesome. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch just a little bit inside to Kyle Schwarber. So it's a full count to Schwarber. Bottom of the 6th inning. Phillies down 4-2. Schwarber is 1 for 1 today as he homered and also walked. He's representing the tying run. Big payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Schwarber goes after the changeup, and it probably would have been a strike anyways, but it's Henry's 5th strikeout, and Schwarber not too happy with himself. Got fooled, and there's out number 2. As Alec Bohm is coming up to the plate now. There's Aaron Nola, and now we have a pitching change as the manager for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Torey Lovullo, is going to go out there and take the rubber. And Austin Adams will be coming in. Okay. All right, so if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icon as well. We got 11 awesome people on here. Again, I apologize for being a little bit late. For those of you that are just tuning in, I was filming a lacrosse game, actually up near Rider University, which is about close to an hour away from where I am. But you know, I knew I was going to be a little bit late. I did post it on the announcements, but I do still apologize for those of you that didn't know. You know, we really do try to be consistent on here and try to communicate really well. So, but yes, if you didn't know, I do apologize. Cheers. Let's ask this question. All right. Favorite baseball player growing up, or top 3 favorite baseball players when you were growing up. I'll start with me, obviously. Ryan Howard, Ichiro Suzuki. I really liked Ichiro. And my third one, it's tough. I'd have to say Albert. Austin Adams comes in to pitch for the Diamondbacks. Comment down below who your favorite baseball players were growing up. My dad's was definitely Willie Mays. All right, so Austin Adams comes in to pitch for the Arizona Diamondbacks as the Dbacks are up by 2. It's a 4-2 game in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. Alec Bohm is up at the plate now for the Phils. So Austin Adams this season has only pitched in 2/3 of an inning. And he doesn't have a strikeout just yet. The first pitch to Bohm is taken down low for a ball. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. The 1-0. Fouled back towards the screen. So it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count to Alec Bohm. Over at first base is Bryce Harper. Actually, it's JT, because I forgot Harper was out at second base on the fielder's choice. 1-1 pitch, fouled back towards the screen. All right, so Manny Trio, Schmitty, Kent, Jeff Kent, Kent Tekove. Is he a baseball player? Kent Tekove? Oh, wow. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. JT was running, and that'll do it anyways. So we go to the top of the 7th inning as the Phillies are still down 4-2 against the Diamondbacks. I never knew who he was. Kent Tekove. He's 76. I mean, he wasn't a part of my time, but still. Played for the Pirates. Okay, he was a relief pitcher. Is he in the Hall of Fame? 94 and 90. 184 saves, which I think is a lot for that time. Huh. That's interesting. I was a big, I was also a really big, Felix Hernandez fan, too. I miss King Felix. Does Felix Hernandez make it to the Hall of Fame? I don't know. I think he's a great pitcher. He might get in. He might. If you take a look at just like his years of dominance, he had like a really good span. But I don't know where he is on all-time strikeouts. That I don't know. He's only 37 years old. I didn't know that. So Felix, 6-time All-Star, 2,500 strikeouts. I don't think he's going to get in, even though he won the Cy Young once. He was a great pitcher, though. Just statistically speaking, I don't know if he'll get in, but I think dominance-wise, like he was such a great pitcher. Cliff Lee was also really dominant, too. Now, Tim Lincecum might get in. Andrew Vasquez is pitching now for the Phillies. He's won 20 and a third of an inning. He has a 1.33 ERA. Tim Lincecum might get in. All right, so we got 1, 2, and 3 due up for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Pavin Smith, who homered his last time up, will take the first pitch at the knees for a called strike. Smith has 4 homers and 18 RBI on the season, along with a .247 batting average. The pitch is taken at the knees on a curveball for a called strike again. The windup and the 0-2. Up high and outside for a ball. The pitch fouled back towards the screen. The Pirates, they're up 6-2 against the Texas Rangers. Pirates have been playing some really good baseball overall, even though they lost to the Diamondbacks, who've been hot. 1-2 pitch. It's skied out towards shallow left field. Schwarber calls off Turner, and Schwarber comes running in, and he will make the first catch for the first out. Bell is red, yellow, white, blue, and green. It's a beautiful, beautiful design. 1 ball, no strikes to Ketel Marte, who's batting on the right side. He's a switch hitter. Some people call it a lost art. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch. High chopper over to third base, but it's foul. And the count is 1-2. Well, there's Jose Alvarado, who's continuing to make progress, according to Rob Thomson. I think that in a week or so, he might actually be having a rehab start, which would be awesome. 1-2 pitch. Ooh, that was a little bit outside as Vasquez went with the sidearm approach. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Ketel Marte, it gets caught looking at strike 3. It was a slider at 83 miles per hour, and Marte is called out. And he will go back to the bench. 2 gone. Here's Corbin Carroll, who shows bunt at the first pitch and bunts down the first base line, but it's foul. So Carroll today's 0 for 3. He's had a lot of talk throughout this season. It's already been arguably the best rookie in all baseball. The 0-1 pitch. Ooh, it's on the outside corner, a slider at 82 miles per hour that just got the upper third part of the strike zone. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Pop up towards foul territory. Josh Harrison gets underneath it at third base, and he will make the catch on the left side of the foul line for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning by Phillies pitching, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. It is now stretch time at the bank. And we're going to take a very quick step off, but I will be right back in just a few moments. Don't change that channel. Don't go anywhere. If you guys are brand new to my channel and if you would love my play-by-play commentary, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit the bell icon as well. All right, we'll be right back. Bottom of the 7th inning. Bryson Stott due up at the plate, and he'll take the first pitch up high for a ball. So Austin Adams is back out there for another inning of work, as Tori Lavulo wants to stick with him. The 1-0. It's taken way up high and outside. It was nowhere near the strike zone. Both pitches. So Stott had a solo homer back in the 4th. Phillies down 4-2. Stott with 5 homers this season and 19 RBI, and the next pitch is a slider that was way inside, and Stott had to move out of the way of it. So it makes it a 3-ball, no strike count. Vasquez gets a little fist pump from Caleb Cotham. And Bryson Stott will most likely get a fist pump from the first base coach for the Phillies as he gets on with a walk. And that is how we start off the inning. Phillies down 4-2 in the bottom of the 7th. The tying run is coming up to the plate, though, which is good news. And Stott got aboard with a walk, and Brandon Marsh will now pinch hit for Josh Harrison here. See if Rob Thomson's magic works here. He's been pushing the right buttons over the last 2 days. Marsh as a pinch hitter is 1 for 2 with an RBI. That's from this season. He also had a run scored in the stolen base. And he has gotten 3 RBI. Or 3 walks. There's a difference. First pitch to Marsh. A slider with a whole lot of movement. And it's taken at the knees for a called strike. How about the Dodgers already trailing to Atlanta 4-1? And Houston, they're up 3-1. The 0-1. It's taken at the knees again for another called strike. Astros are taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. So that game's in the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers Braves, they're going to the top of the 4th. The 0-2 pitch by Adams. It's just fouled back. It was a slider at 89 miles per hour, and Marsh just got a piece of it right off the end of the bat. Cody Clemens does wait in the hole, so it'll be interesting if they decide to go with Dalton Guthrie, who was supposed to be on deck, or Cody. The 0-2. Check swing, did he go? Marsh just held up. Good take. Pitch was down low, and it was laid off. Stott takes a lead off at first base. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Phillies down 4-2. The pitch fouled back towards the third base dugout. I love Brandon Marsh's beard. It looks so cool on him. He knows how to grow one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Adams gets set, winds up, and the pitch. Did he go? It was inside and low. Marsh did the oldest swing. I think he did, and was trying to make sure that he stayed on balance, too, because he almost lost his footing, and that was a good call. It hit him on the left toe, and he was trying to do a little balancing act there as he almost lost his footing and could have fallen. It's like he's at the circus or something. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3, and Marsh knew it. He got caught looking and rung up on the slider at 89 miles per hour. Oof. Right on the outside corner, right on the money. 1 gone in the bottom of the 7th. So, Marino is going to go out there to talk to his pitcher, and Cody Clemens will come in to pinch hit for Dalton Guthrie now. And let's see what Tori Lavula is going to do here. I think that they're talking things over with the bench coach and with Brent Strom, who's the pitching coach. Castro and Nelson are warming up in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks, and Tori Lavulo is going to go out there, and that is most likely going to be it for Austin Adams. Nelson warming up, and yep, there's going to be a pitch and change. So that'll be it for Austin Adams. And the Phillies will be back in just a few moments. Oh boy. We got 14 people on here. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all just also, I hope that you guys did not hear my stomach gurgling, because that is very embarrassing. But happy Monday, everybody. Hope you're all having a good Monday night. And I appreciate you all for coming on here, as always. If you guys are brand new to my channel, we cover Phillies baseball. We do almost every single game for the Phillies. We also just wrapped up the Sixers season. And we also do Flyers hockey and Patriots content as well. So if you enjoy any of those types of sports or teams or whatever, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. We come on here almost every day, and we also do a lot of podcasting content on here as well. So started this channel 5 months ago, and I've been working really, really hard, grinding out at bats like what Bryson Stott does every day. You know? That's what we do here. We grind things out, but we have fun while we do it. And we make it interactive. Because that's what I believe in. I think that that's going to be the future of sports broadcasting. So. The bullpen, it's funny because Mike Fetters, who's the bullpen coach for the Arizona Diamondbacks, was trying to get some signs, because I don't know if the phone was necessarily working out in the visitors' dugout. But Torey Lovullo was giving him some signs, and Mike Fetters was like putting his hands up and. Alrighty. So it's a 4-2 game. Cody Clemens will come in to pinch hit for Dalton Guthrie. Clemens is 0 for 4 pinch hitting this season, and he has struck out 3 times. So the numbers, as history will tell you, it does not look too good. But let's see if Clemens can try to snap out of that. Castro on the bump now. Excuse me. The first pitch is outside by a hair. 97 miles per hour. So the Diamondbacks have a 4-2 lead against the Phillies, and the 1-0 was the same pitch, and that time Clemens swings and misses at it. So Miguel Castro has pitched in 20 2/3 of an inning this season. He has allowed only 6 earned runs, and he has 17 strikeouts, along with a 3.1 ERA. Pitch outside, and the count is 2-1. Castro with the next pitch. Line drive back up the middle for a base hit, and Cody Clemens gets a pinch hit. Stopping over at second base is Bryson Stott, and a 1-out single by Cody Clemens, and the Phillies trying to put traffic on the base pads. Here's Trea Turner. Boy, would it be nice if he could come up big here. This is a golden opportunity for him. So good job by Rob Thomson to put in Cody Clemens to pinch hit for Dalton Guthrie. And Turner comes up. 2 runners on for the Phillies. They trail 4-2. The first pitch to Trea is inside for a ball. I thought maybe he got a piece of it, but no, he did not. So Turner, history will also tell you that he's 0 for 6 in his career versus Miguel Castro. He has struck out twice, but he has reached base on a walk. 1 ball, no strikes. Stott over at second base. Clemens over at first for the Phillies. The 1-0 by Castro. Swing and a foul ball down the third base line, and it will go towards the dugout. Trea, I don't know if you checked the swing on the pitch before that, but they decided not to appeal it. But regardless, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Line drive over to right field. That drops in for a base hit. Rounding second or third base and coming in to score is Bryson Stott. He'll slide in safely. And going over to third is Cody Clemens. An opposite field RBI single by Trea Turner. And the Phillies are down now 4-3. They cut the deficit. So it was actually an 0-2 count because he did not check his swing. Or because he did, yeah, because he did not check his swing. So they got it wrong. They reversed the call. But it was an 0-2 base hit out to right field. And Stott comes home. Clemens goes over to third. And runners are at the corners for Nick Castellanos. The Phillies are down 4-3 in the bottom of the seventh. And Castellanos lines that one foul down the third base line. And it will actually hit the tarp. So Turner comes up big with an RBI single down the right field line. Phillies have the tying run over at third and the go-ahead run over at first. Castro with the pitch. And that is grounded foul once again. No balls, 2 strikes. Castellanos today is 0 for 3. He struck out in his last at-bat and flew out to center field twice. He is also 0 for 5 against Miguel Castro. The pitch, swing and a miss. It was a slider at 85 miles per hour that was outside. Trea Turner does steal second base, though, and that is the good news, but there's 2 outs. Glass half full, glass half empty. Bryce Harper now due up at the plate, and this changes things now because now you have runners over at second and third. Bryce Harper is now coming up, and well, they're going to intentionally walk him, and that'll load the bases. So they're not going to pitch to him, and JT is now going to come up, and he's still looking for his first hit of the series here. A golden opportunity for the Phillies. Can they try to add on to this this little party here? JT up at the plate. He's also 2 for 7 in his career lifetime against Miguel Castro. The first pitch with the bases loaded is taken outside for a ball. JT hasn't gotten a hit since he ended the hitting streak. The 1-0 pitch, line down the left field line, and it is just foul. So the count is even at 1-1. So the hitting streak ended on Wednesday. So he's gone hitless since then. Philly fanatic waiting to try to let the Phillies get some momentum. The pitch taken outside for ball 2. JT has had 4 career grand slams. Phillies down 4-3. The 2-1 pitch to JT. He lifts that one high to left center field, underneath it, and on the run, and making the catch, route number 3, is Dominic Fletcher, and that'll do it. But the Phillies do get one back, though. That is the good news on the RBI single by Trea Turner. They do leave the bases loaded, but we go to the top of the 8th as the Phillies are down 4-3. JT was pretty hot coming into this series. Yeah, coming into the last series against the Cubs. Yeah, you're right. He was. Oh man, I wanted them to get that hit. That would have been really nice, but that's all right. I guess it happens. We got 17 people on here. I am sure that not all 17 of you have subscribed yet to Play by Play with JJ. If you guys haven't done so already, please make sure that you do so. If you do enjoy my content, that is. We take an old classic broadcasting style approach, but we implement it to this new platform, which is interacting with you guys. You know, I want to make sure that I get you all involved with the storytelling aspect as well, because you guys are a part of the story. So, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I know what you meant. Larry. But yeah, we do Sixers we just finished Sixers basketball. And we do Phillies baseball, we do Patriots football, and we do Flyers hockey. And we will be going on for a podcast this week. At some point, I haven't figured out when yet. But we have to talk about Keith Jones. We do. It's just been a busy couple of weeks. But we have to talk about Keith Jones because I'm excited, actually. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. But we have to talk about Keith Jones taking over as executive for the Flyers. Alrighty, so the Phillies, they're down 4-3 as we go to the top of the 8th inning. There's Dalton Guthrie with the defensive player of the game. It was on a fly ball hit by Pavin Smith out to center field. Guthrie gunned out a runner over at home plate, and it was a 8-2 double play. Christian Walker comes up and, Larry, your pitcher's in, Jeff Hoffman. All right, so Marsh is now out in center field. Bohm goes over to third, and Clemens is now over at first. The 1-0 pitch. It's taken at the knees for a called strike. The gang's all here. Hoffman, in 4 games this season, has not allowed a run yet. He's pitched in 6 innings and has 11 strikeouts and only 2 walks allowed. The 1-1. Ooh, it just missed. It was a slider at 87 miles per hour outside. Here's Christian Walker with 11 home runs and 34 RBI. He's slugging at .506 and has a .256 batting average. The 2-1. Line drive down the third base line. It's a fair ball, and it's going to go all the way towards the corner. Walker's going to at least get 2 here. Schwarber finally gets over to it, and Walker just jogs into second base with a stand-up leadoff double to start off the top of the 8th inning. There was no chance that Bohm was going to get over there, but I do question why they had him not playing towards the line. Because Walker is a pull hitter. Just curious. So Walker gets his first hit today, gets on with a leadoff double. And here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr., who's 3 for 3 today. And he'll line that down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Castellanos has to get over there. Walker's rounding third base. He'll easily come in to score. Castellanos throws it over towards Bryson Stott, and there's another base hit by Lourdes Gurriel Jr. as he gets into second base safely on the RBI opposite field double. Wow. So they're utilizing all sides of the field, and the Diamondbacks now have a 5-3 lead on the RBI double. What's up, Snowman? Thanks for coming on, as always. First pitch. It's taken up high to a Josh Rojas. Guys, you guys have got to go subscribe to Snowman Multimedia. You have to. His shows are awesome. His guests are awesome. He is awesome. Everything about him is awesome. Make sure that you check out his channel and subscribe. Snowman, I think you can post your link down below too. You're more than welcome to do that. I don't think I kicked anybody out. I know that the bot was kind of heavy about that. But I don't think it'll kick you out. If it does, please email me. That's definitely not on purpose, because then I gotta fix the bot again. All right, 1-2 strikes to Josh Rojas. The Diamondbacks lead 5-3 in the top of the 8th inning, and there's nobody out. Gurriel Jr. over at second base got on with the RBI opposite field double. The 1-2 in the dirt and taken down low. Or inside, I should say, for another ball. Josh singled back in the second inning, playing over at third base. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And that is a strikeout. And Rojas was actually going over to first base, and he's out. Yeah, he's definitely out. I mean, he was just running down over to first base, and nope, it was a foul tip into the glove, so it didn't bounce or anything. So one gone. Of course, always. Here's Dominic Fletcher, who's 1 for 3 today, and he'll take the first pitch up high. 1 out in the top of the 8th inning. Gurriel Jr. takes the lead off at second base. He is 4 for 4 today against the Phillies. The 1-0. Ground ball over to first base. Clemens fields it cleanly and will just race on over to the bag and gets there in plenty of time. Gurriel Jr. does advance over to third base, though, and there's now 2 outs in the top of the 8th. If you guys haven't done so already, feel free to like, feel free to subscribe, and also if you have been on here for a while and you haven't followed me on all the social media platforms, click the link tree down below. You don't have to follow now, but you can just click the link tree link and it'll take you to all my social media platforms. So, no balls, 1 strike to Gabriel Moreno. He's 0 for 3 today, but he's still batting over 300. It's been really good behind the plate defensively and offensively for the Diamondbacks. The pitch, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Arizona has a 5-3 lead in Game 1 of this 3-game series. After this series, the Phillies will head on over to Atlanta to take on the Braves for a 4-game series. Hoffman with the pitch. It's down low and laid off. A slider at 87 miles per hour. And the Phillies try to get out of a little jam here. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Hoffman kicks, steals, and the pitch is served out to right field, but Castellanos gets underneath the pop-up, and he will make the catch for the 3rd and final out. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Diamondbacks get another big insurance run as they now lead 5-3 on the RBI opposite field double by Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And Kyle Schwarber will be leading things off when we return for the bottom of the 8th. All right. "19 people on here, man. That's sick. Please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe. Smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button. Guys, I give you this content for free. We've been doing this for 5 months. Best thing that you can do... Whoa, man, I didn't mean to do that. Whoa, calm down. I just, put my phone down and it made a big noise. But best thing that you guys can do is just support the channel. You know what I'm saying? It's free. There's nothing in harm's way if you don't like or subscribe. So, become a part of the family. We've been growing. We've been doing this for 5 months. And we're already at 409 subscribers. Oh, did we just get another one? Oh, wow. And if you just subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you shout yourself out. Please do that for sure, because I would love to shout you out. If you don't want to put yourself on the spot, though, you don't have to. So come on here, comment who you are, and I'll shout you out. I will do that. Almost at 410 subscribers. Oh, man, we need one more to get to the 410 mark. We just got to 400 yesterday. I subbed. Artistic Idiot. You're not an idiot. You're an artist, and you're awesome. Okay? Thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and welcome on in to the play-by-play with JJ family. Rising Rhino, what is up? Thanks for coming on. Guys, make sure that you go subscribe to Rising Rhino's channel as well. Love his content, love his videos. He's been doing some incredible stuff with the XFL, and he comes up with so much awesome football content. All right, Kyle Nelson is in there to pitch now for the Diamondbacks. The Phillies trail 5-3 as Kyle Schwarber will lead things off in the bottom of the 8th inning. USFL. Why did I say XFL? That's what I meant to say. Okay. Schwarber up at the plate in the first pitch. He takes it on the outside corner. It was a slider at 89 miles per hour delivered by Nelson. Riley Nelson on the mound. The pitch. It's taken outside for a ball. Actually, this is Kyle Nelson, not Riley Nelson. Riley Nelson started today. This is Kyle Nelson. So my apologies. The 1-1. It's taken up high for a ball. And a little bit outside too. So Kyle Nelson has pitched in 18 innings this season. He does have 3 holds. He's allowed 19 hits, only 3 earned runs. And he has 21 strikeouts as he gets Schwarber to swing and miss on the slider. That was outside and low. XFL just finished, that's why. That's what I meant to say USFL. That's what I meant. All right, Alpbohm waits on deck. Schwarber up at the plate. The Phillies down 5-3. Nelson has gone to his slider 64% of the time he is out there. 27% is the four-seam fastball. And 9% is the cutter, as the 2-2 pitch is just fouled off. Schwarber just got a piece of it and stays alive. So the count still remains at 2-2. There's Gabriel Moreno behind the plate, who has been incredible defensively. Adrian Johnson has to get some more balls, and now we resume play. Nobody on. Nobody out. In the bottom of the 8th, the 2-2 pitch to Schwarber. Down low and outside for ball 3. Another slider at 86. Boy, it'd be really awesome if Schwarber could get on here. He's 1 for 2 today. He's gotten on base twice with a home run and a walk. 3-2 pitch. Schwarber will lift that one out to center field. It's not that deep, though. Underneath it is Dominic Fletcher. He has to back up a little bit, and he'll make the catch for the first out. Kind of, I guess, took a turn as he got underneath it, and Fletcher did not anticipate it going over towards his right side a little bit more, so he had to make a couple of side steps, and there's one gone. Phillies down to their final 5 outs as they trail by 2. Here's Alec Bohm, who struck out in his last at-bat. In the first pitch, he takes it way up high for a ball. Bohm started off the season very hot, and he's cooled off over the last month or so, I'd say. The 1-0 pitch is fouled down the third base line, and it will go into the dugout. He's hitting .259 on the season. He has 5 homers and 31 RBI. There's Andrew Bellotti warming up in the bullpen for the Phillies. He will come out and pitch the 9th inning most likely. They're down 5-3. The 1-1. Fly ball out to right field. It's not too deep. And going underneath it to make the catch is Corbin Carroll, as he is able to catch it for out number 2. So fly out to center field by Kyle Schwarber. And Bohm flies out to right field. Here's Bryson Stott. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. It's taken outside and high for a ball. So most likely Andrew Chaffin will come in to pitch the 9th inning, as he has 6 saves on the season for the Diamondbacks. The 1-0. Ooh, it looked like it was a little bit down low, but Adrian Johnson says it was right at the knees on the outside corner for a called strike, and the count is even at 1-1. Phillies down 5-3. 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch. Check swing, and Adrian Johnson says that he went around on the low pitch. Stott down in the count, 1-2. Nelson gets set, kicks, steals, and the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. And a 1-2-3 inning. And that will go. Now we'll go to the top of the 9th. Phillies down 5-3 against the Dbacks. That's tough. All right. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. I will be back in just 10 seconds. 10 seconds or 15 seconds. All right, you can time me. All right, I'll be right back. Oh, man, I was like 24 seconds or something from like what I counted. I just needed to stretch. Bro, Jaden just subscribed again. Jaden's the man. I guess Jaden has like 3 different or 4 different like YouTube accounts. That's awesome, man. I appreciate it so much. That takes dedication, my guy. It really does. That means so much. I can't believe Jaden just subscribed again. Oh, man. I have a hard time remembering all my passwords sometimes. Even though, like, I write them all down, like, sometimes, like, I mean, like, off the top of my head, I can't remember everything. I can't imagine, like, having, like, 7 different, like, Google accounts and just having to remember them, like, off the top of my head. But, Jaden, shout out to you, man. That's great. And if you guys want a shout out, if you guys haven't done so already, please make sure that you like and subscribe. What are you guys waiting for? We got 21 people on here. Oh my gosh, man. I'm sure that not all 21 of you have subscribed to this channel. And now's the time. We're in a break. Now's the time to also like it too, man. Andrew Bellotti comes in as we go to the top of the 9th. I feel like every time Andrew Bellotti comes in, like, I don't know. I feel like every time Bellotti comes in, I just like have this. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like Andrew Vasquez pitches when Andrew Bellotti comes in. You know what I'm saying? All right, Pedromo will lead things off here. It'll be 9-1-2 for the Diamondbacks. The first pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. Pedromo had the 2-run double back in the 2nd inning to give the Dbacks a 3-0 lead at the time. The 0-1 inside for ball 1. So Bellotti has pitched in 11 2/3 of an inning. In 14 games this season, he's allowed 12 hits, 8 earned runs, and he has a pretty good ERA too. Two balls, 1 strike, the kick, and the pitch. Another swing and a miss. It was a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. The count is now 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out. The pitch in the top of the 9th is down low for ball 3. Bellotti, over his last 7 days, has pitched in 2 innings. He's allowed 2 earned runs, 1 homer, and he does have a strikeout. Big payoff pitch coming right up. Here it is. And it's outside and high for ball 4. And Bilotti will walk Pedromo, and that's how we start off the top of the 9th. Oh, boy. Hopefully they can try to get out of this. Pavin Smith due up at the plate for the Dbacks. He's the designated hitter in tonight's game. He's hitting .242 on the season. He had a big home run back in the 5th inning, though. Throw back over to first. He's not in time to get Pedromo. How about the Cardinals? They're down, or actually they're tied now, 5-5 against the Cincinnati Reds in the top of the 9th inning. And the Dodgers, they were down 4-1 against the Braves. Well, they now have the lead, and they are now up 6-4. First pitch is outside, and the throw over to second base is not in time. And they actually just skipped past Trea Turner, and Bryson decided to go over there, and Pedromo was not even looking, so the Phillies just dodged a bullet. JT did not have a good throw over to second base. So Pedromo does get in there safely as he steals second base. 1 ball, no strikes. Bilotti with the pitch. It's at the knees for a called strike. One. It's in the dirt and inside as well for ball 2. Well, Pedromo was able to steal second base. That's his 5th stolen base on the season. 2 balls, 1 strike, nobody out in the top of the 9th. Pedromo over at second base. He got on with a walk and he stole second. The pitch outside again for ball 3. Boy, sometimes, as Ketel Marte waits on deck, sometimes a walk really can be a pitcher's worst nightmare. As the pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. This would be a big out by Bilotti here. If he could get Smith to get out, that'd be awesome. Big payoff pitch coming up. Here in the top of the 9th, Phillies down 5-3. Diamondbacks up at the plate. Then the pitch. That's lined out to center field. Marsh tracks it down, though, and will make the catch for this first out. The throw over to third base is not in time. Marsh had thought he had a good throw over towards the line, and maybe it was a little bit wide, but Bohm had to try to apply the tag and wasn't able to do so. So there's 1 out and a runner over at third base. Ketel Marte is up at the plate now. Well, that was somewhat of a productive out by Pavin Smith. Let's get over 20 likes. I agree, man. If you guys haven't liked this video already, what are you guys waiting for, man? What are you waiting for? The pitch. Swing and a miss. Yeah, let's get this up, man. We want more and more people to join the family. You know what I'm saying? In order to do that, we got to like it up. Now I want to listen to Fall Out Boy. Yeah, 1. Ooh, it looked like it was outside, but it was right at the knees. In the eyes of Adrian Johnson. No balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, join the family. That's what we are. I keep saying it, man. Bilotti gets set, lines up, and delivers the pitch. It's in the dirt. There's a slider at 87 miles per hour. Judges on fire. No songs know what you did. Yeah, I gotta listen to that. Fall Out Boy is such a great rock band. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Ground ball off the glove of Cody Clemens. It gets right underneath his glove. And coming in to score from third base will be Pedromo. And that's going to probably go down as an E3. Oh, boy. This was just a ground ball. And, oh, man, he should have had that. Wasn't hit too sharply, but it just bounced off of his glove, got right past him, and now the D-backs have doubled their lead on the E3 by Cody Clemens. First pitch to Corbin Carroll was on the outside corner for a called strike. Kane, what's up, man? Thanks for coming on here, dude. I appreciate it. What is up? How are you? What's good? Phillies down 6-3. I know that we're not happy about that. No balls, 1 strike. Corbin Carroll up, and I'll pop this one up towards shallow left field. Schwarber goes over to his left, stops, and he will catch it for out number 2. And Marte will go back over to first. So they did officially rule it as an error. Just wanted to double check, though. Oh, they're actually ruling so it's pending now, actually. I'm good. How about you? I'm great. I'm happy that you're on, dude. I'm happy that you're all on here. First pitch to Christian Walker. It's taken down low for a ball. It was also laid off, too. Listening to JJ Watt. Oh, man, I got to put that game on. You just reminded me. Did that game just start? I totally forgot about the Lakers Nuggets. So they're going to miss. So did they rule it as an error? I think that's still pending. Ruiz and Shafin are warming up in the bullpen. The 1-1, swing and a miss. It was a slider at 87 miles per hour that was in the dirt. Phillies in their bottom of the 9th inning will have Brandon Marsh, Cody Clemens, and Trea Turner due up at the plate. Yeah. I know, Larry. I know. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Christian Walker. Bellotti gets the signs from JT. Pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Walker slams the helmet down. And that'll do it as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Brandon Marsh will lead things off when we come back, and Shafin, I believe, will be coming in to close it out for the Diamondbacks. Man, this defense has to be a lot better. This is just wild. But you know what? We're all here together, and we're here to experience this, and maybe we can experience a comeback. I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing ideas. I'm just spitballing here, Phillies. You know what I'm saying? Comeback would be really good for this channel, too, because we want to get more and more people on here. You know? Help a brother out. Oh, man. I know what you're saying. Exactly, Rising Rhino. I know you know what I'm saying. I know. If you guys are new to my channel, though, I do encourage you guys to like. I encourage you all to subscribe. Now's like the perfect time before this 9th inning comes up, all right? So, We were talking about uh, the Hall of Fame. If you guys have not been there to Cooperstown, it is really awesome. I actually had the double play. I went with my dad, and so the double play is like a deal like where you can go to like another museum that's in Cooperstown too. It's like a really small town, but there's so many nice things to do over there. There's some awesome places to eat. There's some cool museums, and we actually went to the Farmers Museum. So, and that was really cool too. Like, that was awesome. And if you ever get the chance to do it, I'm just telling you, like, it's really nice. Larry Bowa would kick these guys' butts. Oh, I know. I know he would. Where's Dallas Green when you need him? It's not over yet. Hey, if they can put this together, that would be nice. All right, so Shafin comes in to close it out. He has a 3.57 ERA, 26 strikeouts, and 5 walks allowed. He is 6 for 8 this season in save opportunities. Overall, he's done a pretty good job as the closer for the Diamondbacks. And he'll have to face 8-9-1 for the Phillies. Brandon Marsh, due up at the plate, will be the very first victim. Excuse me. The Braves just scored a run. It's now 6-5. Dodgers. All right. Shafin kicks, steals, and the first pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. 92 miles per hour. Marsh looking at the home plate umpire, and nope, buddy, that's a strike. The 0-1. Swinging a foul ball down the first base line, and that just goes out of play. So Shafin with 6 saves. He has a 3.57 ERA. And well over his last 7 days, he's gone 2 2/3 of an inning. And he hasn't allowed a run. Has had 2 strikeouts. He actually hasn't allowed a run in quite some time. The 0-2. Lay it off. It was a ball that was outside and low. The last time he did give up a run was back on May 10th, and that was against the Miami Marlins. I don't think it was a save opportunity, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marsh. The pitch, a slider that was in the dirt. And it's now a 2-2 count. Andrew's now 32 years old. Stands at 6'2", weighs 235 pounds. Started off his career with the Diamondbacks and played for them for 6 years. 2 years with the Cubs, 1 year with the A's, 1 year with the Tigers. And he's now back on the Dbacks. The 2-2 on the outside corner, called strike 3. And Marsh is retired, and there's 1 gone. It was a fastball at 93 miles per hour. And it rung up Brandon Marsh. And that is how we start off the bottom of the 9th. Phillies down 6-3. Edmundo Sosa is going to come in to pinch hit. They wanted to go with a righty here. Shafin the lefty. He's had a good season. The first pitch. Shafin is able to get the call on the strike. So no balls, 1 strike to Edmundo Sosa. The pitch outside for a ball. Sosa had a 3-hit game the other day against the Cubs. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, man, he got fooled on that slider. And it was down low. And it disappeared. Phillies trail 6-3 in game 1 of this 3-game set against the D-backs. The 1-2, swing and a miss on a slider, and Sosa goes over to first base, and throw is in plenty of time for out number 2 by Marino. Back-to-back-to-back strikeouts by the Diamondbacks pitching. 2 strikeouts in a row, though, by Shafin. And here is Trea Turner. That leaves things up to him. 2 outs. Nobody on in the bottom of the 9th. On deck is Castellanos. First pitch to Trea is just fouled. Got a piece of it off the end of the bat. The Phillies will take on the Diamondbacks tomorrow as well. We'll get you more info on that in just a few moments. The 0-1 to Trea. Fouled once again. That time it was down the first base line, and the Phillies are down to their final strike. Shafin with 11 pitches. The 0-2 to Turner. Up high for a ball. It was a sinker at 93 miles per hour. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Laid off, and a good take by Trea Turner. It was a slider that was inside and low. Turner struck out, flew out to left field, grounded out to shortstop, and got on with an RBI double. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. Outside and low for ball 3. And Turner's still fighting off in this at-bat. Trying to be patient. Phillies trying to start a 2-out rally here. Nobody on, 2 outs. Phillies down to their final strike in the bottom of the 9th. It's 6-3. The windup and the pitch. Laid off for ball 4. Turner did not chase after the slider, and he gets on with a walk. And the Phillies stay alive. And that'll bring up Nick Castellanos to the plate. Man, that pitch had a lot of movement to it, and I'm so shocked that Turner laid it off. Castellanos in his career is 1 for 4 versus Shafin. First pitch to Nick. Fly ball out to right field, and it's fouled off. They'll find the seats. No balls, 1 strike to Castellanos, who's 0 for 4 today. They're playing him the pull. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Turner over at first. The 0-1. Ooh, it looked like it was inside, but not according to Adrian Johnson, as it's now an 0-2 count. Turner goes over to second base on the defensive indifference, if that even does matter. And the Phillies once again are down to their final strike. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss, and that'll do it. As he is tagged out, and the Phillies lose game 1 of the series 6-3 against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and they have now won 8 out of their last 10 games, and now go on to become 28-20 on the season. Meanwhile, the Phillies are now 22-25. Zack Wheeler took the mound today and did not have a good outing for the Phillies, according to his standards. Did not go deep and had over 100 pitches in 5 innings. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is the player of the game, as he destroyed the Phillies today and got on with 2 singles, a home run, and an opposite field double. And the Phillies, well, they'll be back tomorrow. We will be back on tomorrow as well for another call. Get you the time on the game in just a few moments. Just got to give me a quick sec, as I don't have it on me right now. Oops. There we go. But the Phillies, man, they continue to struggle. And just when you think that they're going to turn the page, something happens. And today, I will emphasize this. The one thing that I really feel like has to be emphasized today is not only the errors, but just the timely base hits. JT was not able to come through with bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th inning, and that could have made a really big difference. But you hope that tomorrow that they can come out firing out of the gates and that they can do a better job. Tomorrow's game will be at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will be on time tomorrow. We do not have a lacrosse game to film or anything like that, so I will be back on for that. Make sure that you join. And, yeah, I'm really proud that we were all able to come on here and make this work, even though we were a little bit late and we started off a little bit late. I love you all so much, man. If you guys have not done so already, make sure that you like, make sure you subscribe. We need one more subscriber to get to 410, man. One more. We just reached the 400 mark yesterday. We need one more for 410, man. And don't worry, we will be back on tomorrow night at 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time for another Phillies game. We try to come on almost every day, and we try to be consistent. And it's just amazing to see where this channel was when we began 5 months ago and where it is right now. So, all right. Love you all so much. Lila Tov, everybody. I'll catch you all on the next one. Sorry about the loss tonight. It's tough. Hopefully they win tomorrow.